What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another official bets video for UFC San Antonio. Marlon Vera versus Corey Sandhagen. This is going to be a really good card, man. It's going to have a lot of really fun fights on it. I think there's going to be a lot of landmine fights on this. There's just a lot of new debutantes. There's just a lot of people that aren't that good that are big favorites. So I chose a couple spots, and then I chose to build with them spots from a couple fights. But yeah, everybody, man, please take time, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you want to come get free bets, free knowledge, come hang out with me and Johnny K Picks. We're going to be live tonight in about 30 minutes. Thursday night live show. Come hang out with us. Come hang out with us before the shows on Saturday. We do our pre-shows. But follow me on Instagram, Twitter at Blood Money MMA Bets. I'll be posting my bets throughout the week. I post my betting slips and all that. But yeah, man, we're going to do a quick recap of UFC what was it? UFC 286, and then we'll get right into these bets for UFC San Antonio. UFC 286 went 2-3 on my bets for minus 2.25 units. It was a bad week. Bad luck, bad bets, bad luck, man. UFC 286 though, 2-3 minus 2.25 units. Two winning bets. I had Nelson parlayed with Jack Shore over 1.5. I got plus 3.4 units on that, and that went pretty smooth. Second winning bet was Vettori by decision, plus 2.5 units, and that did not go very smooth. That was a very close fight. Could have went either way. Definitely wasn't a 30-27 Vettori. Three losing bets. I had the Fiziev under 2.5, man, and them dudes were cracking the whole time. They just couldn't hurt each other enough. Second losing bet, Usman by unanimous decision. I don't hate that. I bet on Usman. It is what it is. He got beat. Leon did good, man. Third losing bet, Dusko Todorovic over 1.5 rounds. And obviously he blew his knee out. I don't know how it went out. Fight was going the way I wanted it to go. There's a lot of clinching up against the cage and all that. And just knee went out, man. So I lost 2.65 units on that. Official bet record is 204 and 144 for plus 73.45 units. 2023, I'm 25 and 19 for minus 2.95 units. And I was up 8 units, and I've had 3 bad weeks in a row, but they've just been little losses, man. Like the one week came down to Shevchenko, the next week came down to Jan, and the next week came down to Usman. It's like, man, who would have thought them 3 people would have lost in the last 3 weeks in a row, man? After the last 5-6 years we've had in MMA, but it's been a changing of the guards, man, and it happened fast. Let's see here. All right, we'll get right into these bets that I have for UFC San Antonio, which I really like this card. Like I said, I think that it's going to have a lot of really good fights on it. But yeah, let's get right into it. First bet I have is, it looks like some of my bets aren't coming up, but first bet I have on this card is Corey Sandhagen. I have 3 units to win 2 units on him, man. And I think he's going to get this fight done. I think he's going to win a pretty clear decision. He puts out way more output than Chidi Vera, has better striking technique to me. I think he's going to have a grappling advantage. He's the one that actually tries to shoot takedowns. And I just think it's going to be a really good fight. But I just think that where Chido's other opponents have gassed out and got caught and got finished late, I don't think Corey Sandhagen's going to do that. He showed great cardio, great durability, and I think that he's going to win them first rounds like Dominic Cruz and every other person Marlon Chidi Vera has been fighting. Win the first rounds and then not get knocked out like Frankie Edgar, Dominic Cruz, or the other guys he's came back on, or Rob Font, not get dropped every round. But I think he's the better fighter than Marlon Vera, and I say that and I love Marlon Vera. He's one of my favorite fighters at the moment. So next bet is CJ Vergara parlayed with Macy Barber. I have 2.5 units to win 2.65 units on this parlay. And I really love it, man. CJ Vergara, he's going to outlast Daniel De Silva's 55 seconds of cardio, where he'll be able to get a body shot finish. I'm predicting a body shot finish for Vergara at the end of that first round. And my second bet's Macy Barber, man. I got her at minus 200 to line move. She's like minus 270 now. And I just think that she's better than Andrea Lee I think she's going to have the striking to stand with her. Her clinch is going to be way better. Her elbows in the clinch, her pummeling, her dirty boxing are phenomenal. And then I think that she's going to be able to land some takedowns on Andrea Lee. And Andrea Lee, she's got cardio problems. She gets tired in that second and third round, especially with a ton of grappling. You've seen it with Roxanne Marta-Ferrari. You've seen it with Arugio. So, yeah, man, give me Macy Barber, and I think she gets this job done. I think she gets a clear, dominant decision. I don't know why the rest of my posts aren't popping up, the rest of my bets, but I'll just tell you what they are. I have I have Trey Ogden at plus 165, and I really like that bet, man. I think Trey Ogden's the better fighter here. I think that Torres has good power in that first round. He has good. He's able to knock people out. But Trey Ogden's never been knocked out. He's been submitted early on in his career, but he's never been knocked out. And I think he survives that first round. I think that Torres starts to slow down, and that Ogden's able to get his grappling going. He's got 11 submissions, and I think that he's going to make it 12 on Saturday when he gets that second or third round submission over Torres. Got him at plus 165. I have 2.5 units to win 4.15 units. Fourth bet. Is CJ Vergara under 1.5 rounds, parlayed with Holly Holm over 2.5 rounds. And like I said earlier, man, I expect this to be fireworks in the Vergara fight. I expect him to be able to survive whatever De Silva brings and then land some big body shots, big punches, maybe even ground and pound like Altamirano did. He could just pound him out like Jeff Molina did in the second round, or he could even hit a submission or something. But he's going to get this done. He's going to get it done in the first round. I think it's by a body shot. And then the Holly Holm fight, man, she's fighting Yana Santos, who's basically the same exact fighter as her, but not as good. She's got decent striking. They both want to grapple, a clinch, and they both want to grapple. And I think Holly Holm's just going to be a little better everywhere. So give me Holly Holmes by a boring decision. Fifth and final bet. This is not released yet, and it's like I said. Instead of betting a bunch of these other fights I really didn't trust, I just took the other fights that I had together and I made a little progressive type parlay. So my fifth bet is a 3-fight parlay, and I'm going to start trusting my gut and going back to what I was doing when I was first betting. Instead of putting myself with all these rules, don't bet women's MMA, don't bet heavyweight MMA, don't bet two dudes with the name starts with name C MMA. Like, you back yourself in a corner. So I'm not going to go just nuts and bet and everything, but I do think that this hits. I'm confident in it. So I have Macy Barber parlayed with Corey Sandhagen and CJ Vergara. I have 2.5 units to win 5.7 units. And I really like this. I really think that all three of these fighters have clear paths to victory. Vergara with the body work, survived the first minute, body work, finish. I see it perfectly. Macy Barber is going to dominate the clinch, beat up 34-year-old Andrea Lee, who's not going to be getting better. When Macy Barber's 24, improving every fight out of Team Alpha Male. And then you got Andrea Lee, who's 34, been getting beat up and not getting any better. Macy Barber for a dominant decision. Maybe even gets a late finish if she can land the takedowns because she's got a great ground pound. And then Corey Sandhagen, man, like I said, I really think that he's going to piece up Marlon Vera like everybody else has been and then not get knocked out. So give me that 3-fight parlay for my fifth and final bet. I already got 3 really good bets for UFC 287. I got them posted on my Patreon. I'll be posting them for free when that comes up. But if you want to, the link is going to be in the description for my Patreon and the link for my free Discord. Come join the Layer Cake. Get some free bets, man. We got a bunch of cool dudes in there. Chef Mikey, Dean, Black Panther. There's a ton of people in there that's really doing some cool stuff. So appreciate everybody for supporting the channel and helping out. And everybody, good luck this weekend.